Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but let's get it. Today's topic of the day is trail breaking. So first and foremost, if you have any sports bike, you know that the temptation is very real, especially when you're in a pack. You may want to ride outside your skill level, and I understand. Since the very first fucking day I got this thing, I was already attempting to ride outside my skill level. Now you add my friends to the mix, and the temptation can be too much. That's why we see a ton of accidents of people low siding or not able to take proper setups for corners, and they end up fucking going overboard. They end up high siding, low siding, or smashing onto a wall because they don't know how to corner yet. They see their friends speeding away from them, they feel the urge to keep up, and they do stupid shit. Now, personally, since I did start on a 600cc, but never truly rode it as much as I rode a 1000cc, and when I hopped onto the 1000, the R1M, the beast, that already was fucking tuned from the guy before me on 93, with a full exhaust. The thing was a fucking rocket, dude. I never felt the urge to ride outside my skill level because I'm so sentient and conscious about the kind of damage you could do to your body from even the most minor of all accidents. As anyone who rides motorcycles, you know that there is no minor accident, dude. It's your fucking ass on the ground, especially if you're not wearing the proper gear. You should always wear proper gear. In this video, I'm just wearing gloves and a helmet. But, and I think I have motorcycle pants on, but, you know, it is Texas, it is insanely hot, and by this point, I was actually pretty good. Going back on topic, many people ride outside their skill levels when they're in a pack, when they're with their friends. You shouldn't try to show off, you shouldn't try to be stupid, but we've all been there. I remember a particular ride I had where my friends were taking off, and I had this bike detuned. I had it on fucking weather mode to take away a bunch of power and make it feel like a 600, and I still never felt the urge to fucking take corners at a high speed before I truly knew how to do it. So anyways, I'm leading the pack here, and my buddy overtakes me against traffic, and then he tries to pass a car up ahead, and dude, he almost eats shit from another car. So I'm shaking my head like, damn, dude, like, bro, I know we just got done doing what we were just doing, but my nigga, I need you to pay attention, bro. So anyways, when you're in a group ride, you may feel the urge to show off, you may feel the urge for whatever, but keep your head in a swivel. For instance, in this very group ride, dude, I didn't know the road. I didn't like this road anyways, bro. I don't like two-way roads, bro. I don't like two-way roads. I like fucking four-way roads. But anyways, the roads had some weird indentions, some weird fucking indentions in certain corners that made my my insanely good fucking tires, my Diablo Super Corsa SPV4, like the top of the fucking line tires on the streets, man. Downright fucking track tires. And I felt how they were fucking sliding about, and they're brand new, mind you, with the proper fucking air distribution, air PSI distribution. And I felt how they were sliding down these roads and indentions. If you can see right here, you can see little dashes, man. I don't fucking like these roads. Anyways, I sure as shit wasn't gonna fucking drag it behind my boys, but I felt absolutely no need to be in first place. I felt no need to lead the pack, especially when I didn't even fucking know where I was going, dude. We were on our way to the forest, to the twisties, my man, and I didn't even know these roads. A deer could pop out at any time. Shit, on my Corvette, on my C7 Z51, I've had a deer pop out and smash me. Right now, that could happen, dude. Not to say that there could be a fucking indention that just sends your bike, like, dude, you gotta be smooth on these things, man. So anyways, we're speeding along. I don't like these roads. I don't trust them. I don't know them. But, you know, your boy can't be last place, man. Your boy can't be last place, you feel me? So I end up overtaking my friend, of course, because I gotta show I have the biggest cock among the group. Naturally, right? Naturally. And had I not been very skilled at this point in time in my motorcycle riding career, that would have absolutely been the end of this bike or at the very least been a hefty repair bill. So my point is, I'm not gonna preach you to ride like a saint. We didn't buy these things to ride like a saint. If you ride like a saint and you don't even rev this thing out, if you're not revving at 4,000 fucking RPM, dude, and you're not really enjoying this bike, then I don't know what you're doing with it, man. You should have just bought a 400 at that point. I'm not saying don't do these things. I'm saying do them right. Over here, I feel the temptation to pass my friend, and he's a very skilled rider. And I do end up passing him, and I'm fucking flying. And here's the corner. Little did I know it's a lot sharper than I did, and I'm trail braking right now. I'm trail braking while adding lean angle. Man, it was a fucking thing of beauty. It was a thing of beauty that I'll cover it in detail. I approached a corner too hot. I trail braked. I released the brakes slightly while adding lean angle, because I came in way too hot. The only way I was going to be able to take that corner was by adding lean angle and trail braking, but you cannot trail brake hard and add lean angle. You do one or the other. So it's very important to master this technique, man, especially because I'm going to do it again, dude. And these roads were horrible, dude. I can't fucking emphasize that these little indentions on the side, they did not help my case at all, dude. I felt the instability, bro. It was not proper roads. Anyways, man, I almost ate shit, but I kept my composure. I kept my eyes on the road that I wanted to go. I didn't stare at where I didn't want to go. I didn't target fixate. On top of that, I kept my cool. I'm like, if I'm gonna crash, man, I'm gonna crash while giving it my all. I'm gonna try, dude. I'm not gonna fucking fail and not fucking try. I'm gonna try, bro. Anyways, it happens here again, dude. I'm fucking trail braking, looking across. I trail brake a little harder because there was a car on that road. I shake my head. Again, the GoPro, especially with the Mod 2.0 lens, it distorts the image. You have absolutely no idea how fast you really are taking these corners. We are taking them significantly above what you should be taking them. I'm not saying we're dragging knee, but I truly don't believe you could be dragging knee on these roads. These roads were not gripping worth shit. 60-degree weather outside. It's cold. It's not excessively grippy like in the summer. So make no mistake about it, man. Trail braking absolutely saved my bike 2 times. I'm checking around. I'm like, where's my boy at? Fuck, did he fuck up too? Where's my boy at? Because he never drags ass the way he's dragging. I catch him up. I see him. I'm like, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, baby. My other friend ahead, who knows the roads, he can fuck about all he wants, man. I'm not gonna risk it anymore. I've had about enough. Fucking these shitty roads. I'm waiting for the forest. If I'm gonna show off, I'm gonna show off in the forest on a road I know, dude. I don't know these roads. So to take away the lessons, number 1, the first skill I encourage y'all to learn is composure. Before we get to any fucking motorcycle skills, you need to compose your mind, dude. You need to be able to keep your head in a swivel while in danger, dude. Because had I panicked and grabbed the brake excessively, I would have high-sided. Had I panicked and done nothing, I would have ran right off the road. Had I panicked and added more throttle, more lean angle excessively while in the midst of a corner, I would have low-sided. And I've had experiences where I take a corner too hot and I add excessive lean angle abruptly. It has to be smooth. You should have already prepared your body to add more lean angle. And if you didn't already prepare your body and then you shift your fucking weight mid-turn, that could be enough to destabilize the bike and fuck you, dude. Especially if the conditions aren't perfect, which these roads are not perfect, man. It's cold outside. Odds are the tires aren't even fully warmed up yet. And one doesn't know even how deep the fucking angle was in the corner. Anyways, I catch up to my buddy, and I'm like, dude, did you see that, bro? He's telling me that scared the shit out of him. I'm like, dude, imagine how I felt.
Those roads were sketchy as hell.
Scared the shit out of my too, man. Fuck. If I didn't keep my composure and learn the skill of trail braking, which is a skill I encourage y'all to learn. If you ever go into a corner too hot and you're already on the brakes, just don't dump the fucking brakes. Keep adding pressure. Add some lean angle. If you're gonna add more lean angle, you have to release some brake. But never just get off the fucking brakes suddenly, dude. If you're gonna get off the brakes gradually. Everything has to be smooth on a bike, dude. Anything abrupt can cause a wreck. And it could cause it instantaneous where there is no recovery. We only have 2 fucking tires on these things, man. There's not a lot of fucking contact patch to the surface, to the gravel, to the fucking ground, man. To the concrete, to whatever the fuck you're riding on. There's not a lot of contact patch. So the room for error is not like a car, dude. I could drift around fucking corners in a Corvette and be completely cool with destabilizing the rear, man. But on a bike, you want to be smooth. Smooth as fuck, dude. Anyways, by this point in the ride, the danger was already over. Okay, we were already heading back to a gas station since my buddy was about to run out of fuel. But that doesn't mean we can't cover the skills that one should know. I already covered trail braking. It's the art of maintaining the brakes while in a corner. When I first learned proper racing techniques, it was a big no-no to be braking in the midst of a corner. It's like a guaranteed way to destabilize the rear. And it's very true. You're not braking in a corner. You're adding proper amounts of pressure to slow you down, but not excessively braking. If I were to mash my fucking hand against a brake and squeeze, that bike would have lost composure. Another skill I encourage you all to learn is how to add lean angle appropriately. I'd rather have my body excessively shifted out of the fucking bike into the corner that I'm taking, even if I didn't even need to move my body, than needed to have moved my body and it not be there. Okay, in other words, let me explain. If I try to shift my body weight to compensate for a very tight corner and my body wasn't already set up for that corner, and I try to shift my weight mid-corner, that absolutely can cause a wreck. I've had a low side because I took a corner too hot. I tried to shift my body weight in the midst of a fucking corner and I lost the fucking bike, dude. It slid underneath me, bro. So I'd rather have my body fully set up, regardless if it even needed to have been moved, than not set up and needed to have been there. If that makes any fucking sense, dude. Counter steering is very important, but there's only so much counter steering skills that you need to know, dude. There's only in a bike like this, dude, you can only counter steer so much, dude. You can only push fucking forward or to the left on the fucking the steering column as much as you fucking need. There's outside factors that need to be addressed, right? So yes, trail braking, absolutely encourage one to learn. It's a very fucking weird concept to have 2 fingers on the brake and the rest of your fucking hand on the throttle. It's a weird concept, man. It took me a while to get used to braking with 2 fingers, clutch control with 2 fingers. I actually ended up getting fucking aftermarket levers. I didn't really like how the stock ones wore with 2 fingers. They didn't feel right. These levers are fully adjustable and collapsible. If I did low side, they could bend in all kinds of ways without snapping off. I like them. They're pretty good levers. I did get some lever protectors, but I think they're just for show. I honestly think that the fucking the protectors I had on before would have done more in an accident than these, but these look cool. They match the blue tone of the bike, the Fast and the Furious skyline kind of look of the bike. But yeah, man, one has to learn proper riding techniques if you're going to be riding the way we ride anyways. And even when we ride, I don't feel like we're risking it as much as other people. I've seen fucking people go up 170 while lane splitting, and if I'm gonna lane split and it's gonna be a tight squeeze, I'm gonna slow down and take a good look if I really can clear it, than just balls to the wall and risk it all. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're closing in at the end of the video. Reason why I make these videos, despite the views, despite what anyone may say, are for educational purposes. Whether I'm talking about girls, whether I'm talking about cars, whether I'm talking about whatever the fuck. I have enough skill to be able to teach, enough skill to be able to pass on. By no means am I a fucking street Rossi, although I try to be. But I know that there's been a lot of accidents because people target fixate, they lose composure, and they're not practicing trail braking. So if anybody out there feels the need to get on a bike, please practice trail braking. It absolutely saved my bike. It could have saved my life. And it's just a thing that needs to be done, dude. It's a great technique to have. I could take corners. I could come into corners pretty fucking hard. And because my bike engine brakes pretty well, and I'm trail braking pretty well, and I have the balls to add some pretty serious lean angle, I could get away with it. Of course, the ideal setup would be to do all your braking before the corner, but again, dude, not every road you're gonna know like the back of your hand. There'll be some roads you don't fucking know that well, man. Lord knows I had the I had the uncomfortable experience of having to deal with it firsthand. There's nothing wrong with being last. I actually most of the time purposely put myself behind the group so I could get some good footage. I could easily lead the pack. I could easily be at the very front. But dude, that's like riding alone. You don't even get to see your boys. They're all behind you, dude. You might as well be riding alone. So if you're a new rider, man, you should absolutely be practicing a lot of techniques every day. I know if this would have been me a year and a half ago, I would not have been able to clear that corner. I would have easily either low-sided. I probably would have low-sided. I would have just added excessive lean angle. The road and tires in sudden way shift would not have been something feasible. The bike would have lost composure. It would have been over, dude. And thank God there wasn't another car on the opposite side of the road, dude. And all of this could have been avoided if I didn't pass my buddy up. If I would have just been, alright, I have no problem with letting them lead the pack. So don't let your ego get in the way. But by no means baby these fucking bikes, dude. I see it all the time. Where these fucking people aren't even revving out their bikes, dude. They're accelerating in fucking 4th and 5th gear and lugging the motor, dude. Lugging the motor will do more damage than revving this bitch out. Believe me. I have a theory that the GTI went because I used to lug it. I used to try to baby it. And I don't do that with anything anymore. With this bike, I'll happily rev it to the moon. With the Corvette, I'll happily rev it to the moon, dude. I will never fucking lug another motor again. Saving your bike and saving your fucking car is just preparing it for the next person who's gonna buy it. It's like there's a saying, man. If you have a girlfriend and you don't want to fuck her to not ruin her, you're just saving her for the next guy, dude. And the next guy might be like me, and he's gonna add some miles to that bitch. So, ladies and gentlemen, trail break. I hope you enjoyed the video and have a good rest of the day. Goodbye.